Hi, I'm Sandra.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Paula.
First, I came to this church. Then I discovered there was a great need for volunteers. So when I was approached, I immediately, I'm going to do that. That's me.
I realised that they were a bit short of volunteers for the food bank after the COVID, and once things opened up and started to get busier. So just before Christmas, I said, I can come along, give you a hand. And then I kind of invited my friend to join me.
Right, I've recently retired, and I mean there is a lot of times when I wish that I could do something for the community. So I just joined the food bank. This is my 3rd week, so I'm quite new to it. I go to this church, and I just wanted to do something that would benefit people out there that needed it.
I love it because I just really feel, I'm retired as well, and I just think it's a useful use of my time. I enjoy being around people, and the whole thing of helping people that I could be in that same position, and I have been in my life where I've needed help, and I'm just grateful that I'm right in a good position now, so I can just help others really, just with a few hours of my life each week.
I think it also benefits us as well because it's social, and we have obviously a nice chat, and
Tea and coffee.
Teas, coffees. I mean, there's cakes available if we want them. So it's just great because it's just a social event for a couple of hours, and you just feel at the end of it that you've done something good.
I think also, and I think we probably all agree on this, it's an extension of my faith. That I believe that as a Christian, it's my duty to do what I can to help people in need. So that's a massive part of it for me. It's an outworking of my beliefs. But again, as Paula and Sandra have said, it's the great camaraderie, the fun. We're quite good friends anyway, so there's a lot of banter and hijinks, but we have a great time.
We would recommend it.
We would, yeah. If you've got time, it's just worth it. You feel really good after as well, and you've had a good workout as well with carrying the bags.
But I mean, whatever you feel that you can volunteer to do, there's so much need out there. Great, highly recommended.
Hi, I'm Jackie Williams, and I am the project manager here at Riviera Life Church for Riviera Life Storehouse. In addition to that, we do have other projects called Riviera Life Baby Bank and Home Store, which provides home equipment and essentials for people in need.
And I'm Jordan Williams, and I'm the senior leader here at Riviera Life Church, overseeing the church, and then supporting Jackie in overseeing the social action charities and projects that we run, which she's already mentioned. We started our food bank 4 years ago, and at that point it was just a food bank, so back at the beginning of 2018. We ran that for 2 years, and it was a lot quieter than it has been in the last couple of years. So I think in our first year we did about 350 parcels, in our second year we did about 650, and then at the beginning of 2020, before we knew what 2020 was going to look like, we started our baby bank project, which was kind of your dream, I suppose, in your vision.
Yeah, I worked as a health visitor in the Bay for 30 odd years, and a baby grant was something that was a big gap in the market. So as soon as I retired, I set it up. We had a fantastic response from the general public in donating, and we still do, donating clothes, nappies, equipment, whatever babies need, up to the age of 3 years.
Yeah, and then so throughout 2020, then obviously the pandemic kicked in. So I think we did just over 1,500 food parcels and over 200 baby bank parcels in that year. And then throughout 2021, we did a similar amount again, over 200 baby bank parcels, 1,500 food parcels, and we have a real great group of volunteers that are currently running around the place sorting stuff out. We have a cafe space open which we're sat in right now, and we have sort of 3 or 4 volunteers who will man this area, make teas and coffees for people. We've got a couple of volunteers who are kind of sorting out all of our administration, and we'll kind of give them the referral forms which they'll put all in our database. We then have another 3 or 4 volunteers who will be sorting through stuff, whether it's tins of food or clothes or donations. We have another 3 or 4 volunteers that are upstairs on our balcony that put all the non-perishable goods together in the parcels, and then we have another sort of 3 or 4 volunteers downstairs who will be putting all the perishable items together to all work together. So it is a bit of an operation where different people are in different spaces working really hard, but we would not be able to support the thousands of people that we do every year without them, without the incredible generosity of our volunteers just giving their time week in, week out. That's in the week. There's every week we have another couple of volunteers who go and do all our shopping for us and pickups from different supermarkets. So there's probably all in all up to 20, maybe even a few more volunteers that make our food bank happen every single week. And we would not be able to do what we do and to help the vast amount of people that we help without their support and their help. And they are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. So.
And during COVID, it obviously was a bit of a challenge, the volunteer base, because a lot of them originally were elderly, so they had to shield. So we had to cull it right back, and it was just maybe us younger ones. Can I include myself in that? And it was hard work, but it's really good to have our volunteers back. And it's also helped them get back into society, into community, from having been through COVID, and that's really anxiety provoking to get back out there in the real world. But they're a great team, they're really supportive of each other, and like John said, don't know what we'd do without them, they're amazing.